All right, hello. So for the last couple of days, I have been working on uh, the sphere. Science on a sphere, right here. So Noah made Science on a Sphere, and what it is it's just four projectors that are around a center sphere that they're projecting an image onto that sphere. We have Science on a Sphere in the building I work in. Currently, it doesn't work. I don't know why. I was I was let into the room so I could at least just see it, and I was like, okay, cool. This looks awesome. I totally understand how this works. And so then I went home, and before I actually installed Science on a Sphere, I just got the basic concept down. So I used a UV texture map and applied that to just the basic sphere that is inside of Unreal Engine. And I applied it to the emissive. That's actually not the one that I'm using currently. It's inside of movies. I'm using this one. It's applied to both the color, base color, and the emissive currently. And then it goes to a material instance so that I can then be able to change the texture, whatever video it ends up being. Currently, it originally loads up with this, which is applied to, so in the media player only has a single reference to this file media source here. And then this media texture here references the media player. So that's it. It goes ahead and grabs anything that the media player is playing, and applies it to this texture. The texture is then being applied to this material instance. Now, in here, which is where I've got the center sphere here, with four projectors, and they're all 90 degrees from each other, basically in each corner. I decided not to do it like on corners because that would be just weird and more complicated than I needed it to be. So I just turned it to 0, 90, 180, and 270, and put it just a standard 200 centimeters apart from the sphere, the center of the sphere. Anyway, each of those are scene capture component 2Ds. So it's just capturing whatever perspective, and then it'll be applied to, let me go back to the content folder. It'll be applied to here, the material. There's a material here for as a main material for the cameras, and then for each one of the cameras, it's just a material instance of that, so that it's just a different perspective. As you can see, it actually has like a little bit of a shadow. I don't know why it would have a shadow, because there's no actual. Oh, that's why, because it's capturing what's inside of the viewport here, I think. Anyway, so yeah, it does all of that, and then we go to the event graph, and in the event graph, what's going on is I take the event. We've got the widget, which is, I'll get to that shortly. It applies the widget to the user's screen, and then it goes through this sequence. So first, it goes ahead and just makes sure that it's set to looping, so that whatever the video is, it's actually looping. And it doesn't, like the tutorials I was watching, it was just like this is just something you have to do for some reason, because otherwise it doesn't loop, which I ran into the same issue. The looping was checkboxed, but it didn't loop. Anyway, then it goes to here where it gets the files in a directory. I actually wrote this real quick, this little bit right here, which makes this like blueprint here so that I can call to this location where I did download, eventually get Science on a Sphere so that I could get some nice videos easily, just for like testing purposes. Yeah, this is all for fun. I'm not trying to like make any money off of this anyway. I read their copyright and everything. It's, from my understanding, it's as long as it's for like education, which I'm learning how to do stuff. So anyway, so I get all the files of .mp4 in that location, and that location is actually this. So there's a few other things like the dataset JSON, which actually has all of the information about it, and like start stop time, so that you can apply that. I could go through and extract all of the individual data from the JSON, but I'm not gonna do that right now. It's yeah, if they can get it to work, which it honestly seems like it should be really easy to get to work. It should be able to play on a laptop, honestly. Looking through the documentation on their website, it looks like it should be able to play on a laptop of these days. Anyway, yeah, it grabs all of those. It just gets the first reference, since that's all I really need. The first reference is that .mp4, and I'm appending the file directory, the same directory there, to there at the beginning, and then it applies that to the file media source, which the file media source is this right here, which is referencing a different video, the air traffic video for right now, just so that I know that it will reference something different. And then I go in, I create a dynamic material instance, so that just in case I wanted to change the media texture, I can go ahead and do that. I actually don't need to change the material texture, since it's actually only going to be set to this. Like, this media texture could actually just be set to, let's see, mt underscore. It could just be set to this and it'd be fine. But it does work. I can actually like change it inside the blueprint. It's kind of cool. Nice. And then it goes ahead and actually opens the media. I don't need that anymore. Get files in directory. So this was actually left over from testing, so I don't really need that. So it just opens the source. And then this is kind of left over from testing too. Seeing what I did with getting monitor name, monitor position, and monitor size, which is all inside of this top one. Yeah, this top one blueprint here. And then get connected monitors. Yeah, it returns all that type of stuff. Or wait, no, it's this one. Sorry, it's that top one. Let's see. All right, then we got our widget blueprint. Our widget blueprint has all the way on the far left. This is just a, I was actually gonna, I was setting up for how I was gonna lay out all of the settings. And then I was like, you know what, this is a lot of work, and I don't know if I actually need to do this, considering that, you know, Noah actually has all of this functionality already set up. But yeah, I don't know if I'm actually gonna have to utilize this. Probably not going to. Camera corner 1, camera 2, 3, 4, and it's just spanned evenly across the rest of the screens. Now, getting to what I was talking about before with, well, I talked about the widget, but in order to get that widget to span across multiple screens, so like right now when I were to play it, it would just, let me click play, and it'll get the size of the viewport and it'll just span across that. Not really cool. Whoops. Not really that impressive because I don't have multiple monitors plugged in right now, but I did test it out. It does get the number of monitors, so it plays that into an array. I can go ahead and get each. So for each one of those, I'll go ahead and take the X, which is, you know, how wide it is, and I will add it to the total viewport size. Total viewport size is actually, so first get the Y, so up and down, and then I add all of the X across to make it as wide as we need to. For some reason, I have to set the window position to something other than 0, 0, 0, 0, and then it works. I don't know why. Because like if I have it 0, 0, I think, let me see what happens. Oh no, it does. It works. I don't know. It wasn't working before. I had two monitors plugged in. It's probably just. Actually, let me try this, because you have to play a standalone game version in order to get it to actually go full screen, like this. Well, I guess it works. And when I'm looking around, oh, there we go. Go back. I can actually like fly around, use the left side to get into it. Fancy. And you can see that's funny. You can see me, my little dot on the far right in camera corner 4. It's funny. Anyway, Alt F4. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I should be able to, like, if I needed to, I could go in here and I could create, so I have the settings for each of the cameras, so I can move them back and forth and all around that blueprint. And then I also could go ahead and just make a menu as well that's references. It just gets the directory, each of the directories within this folder, the Explorer folder, or the local data set, and then, or mainly the SOSX media, and then I can just, you know, navigate to each one wherever it is. There we go. So then there's actually something in here, and so this video, I can apply this to, you know, the sphere, and it'll look like the sun. Not everything is a video, so like I think this land agricultural cropland, yeah, so this one is all just a actual picture. Okay. Sure, always. Sure. All right, so this one, it's a very nice, very high resolution. Yeah, this is showing the agricultural something or another video or image. I'm sure the JSON has a little more information. Let's see. These visualizations created by University of Minnesota Institute on Environment show the global land use intensity for pasture land and cropland. Pasture land altogether. Yeah, wow, that's pretty lengthy. That's a lot of information. Yeah, so I didn't download everything. I think right now size is what? Properties 3.53 gigs, but the total size it was estimating like 150 gigs. I was like, what? I'm not downloading all of that. That's crazy. So no, it has a lot of information. It's pretty cool. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and I'm gonna get back to my escape room stuff so that I can yeah, so I can do that. Have a wonderful day. Bye.